Welcome back to episode 8. Jungkook's POV. So, where do you want to go? I asked to the mute guy at the seat behind. He wrote something on the tab before. Show me Moon Galaxy Venue Mall. I read what he was written, and Taehyung nodded his head. But can we go somewhere else? I think the clothes at BDS more cheaper than I stopped once. Saw Taehyung is glaring at me among all of the shopping mall at Seoul. Why he chose to go to that mall? If I went there with Tae, there was no different from digging my own grave. The ceiling was room higher than 10-story apartment buildings and made by the most beautiful glass. Taehyung suddenly gave me a card and I looked at him confused. Taehyung typed something on his tab. How tiring is that? He has voice, but he refused to use it. I thought, you can buy whatever you want. That's my grandpa's card anyway. Thank right for me on the tab. I took the card without said anything. I will wait at the cafe if you are late. I will leave you here. Give me the car key. They right again. Thanks shoved his palm in front of my face as I finished read what he just wrote. Without thinking much, I immediately dug my hands inside my jeans pocket and gave him the car key. Just like that, Taehyung left me dumbfounded in front of the entrance of the mall. What a joke! I crushed in my mind while looking at his bag that getting further away from me and soon disappeared among the crowd. I stepped inside the mall and then I saw two men in black running towards my direction. Mr.jeon, why you didn't inform us that you would come? One of them said, leave me alone, just go. I said to both of them, but go, don't make me repeat myself. I said to them it would be dangerous situation if Taehyung was here. Without waiting for their answer, I just walk away. I need to buy the clothes as soon as possible or else Taehyung would really leave me here. Good morning, one of the workers said once she saw me step inside the shop. I just ignore her. I immediately pick some comfortable shirt, pants, and two black uniform. I was hesitating at first. Should I use the card or not? At the end, I just pay using Mr. Kim's card later. When all of this drama will end, I will definitely return his money that I just used. My new phone's screen shows exactly 10:25 a.m. as searching for Taehyung among the people inside the cafe, and once my eyes recognized the slender figure who was about to get up from his seat, I immediately ran to him to get him. Taehyung, I said, breathing heavily, and stood in front of him. Taehyung looked at me, startled because of the sudden popped in out in front of him. They looked at me. His wrist was before he looked up at me. I already buy the clothes, I said, and saw him the plastic bag while still breathing heavily after running like being chased by a dog. Taehyung typed something on his tab, and I was patiently waiting. I need to go somewhere, so Mr. Driver, you can take a taxi to go back. What? Taehyung walked past me. He just made my blood boil. Just when I was about to yell at him, someone was yelling my name. Jungkook, a girl, was yelling my name, gaining other people's attention. She is just in front of Taehyung when she waved her hand towards me. Taehyung halted in his steps and looked behind, looking at me. The girl passed by Taehyung and she walked towards me. I gulped nervously with every step she took towards me. Oh my god, it's really you. I almost can't recognize you. She said, and now I could remember who she is. She was. I met her at the nightclub 1 month ago. She is pretty gorgeous, and there was no way I could forget her face, but I couldn't stand her annoyance. I knew she was just after my money, but if could turn back time, I would not flop with her at first place. All of that because of Yoongi men dare me to let get her phone number. Jungkook, why didn't you answer my call anymore? Huh, babe? She asked while acted like a naughty cat, caressing her hand on my chest. I looked at Taehyung, who still looked at me with unblinking eyes. And I couldn't read his expression. One thing that I'm sure of, you are so done, Jungkook. Others POV Jungkook, that what's wrong with your clothes? The girl asked with a disgusting expression showing on her face. I think you misunderstood me for someone else, Miss, Jungkook said and tried to release her hand from that wrapped around his arm. Are you making fool of me? She asked a night before held Jungkook's arm again. Jungkook was looking at Taehyung's expression still blank as before. Look, I'm not that Jungkook or whatever you call that guy. I'm sorry, miss, Jungkook said and jerked away from her grip before walking towards the blank guy. Taehyung, their eyes met. I can explain everything. Let's go, Jungkook said and held his hand before dragging Taehyung out of the cafe. The girl was screaming for Jungkook's name again and again, but Jungkook just ignored her. They arrived at the parking lot. Taehyung, give me the car keys, Jungkook said and stretched out his palm, and Taehyung looked at Jungkook with unsatisfied look before jerking away Jungkook's hand from the grip. Taehyung took out the car keys and pushed Jungkook's shoulder in before opening the car door. What are you doing? I thought you can't drive, Jungkook asked once he saw Taehyung settle himself on the driver's seat and started the engine. Without waiting longer, Jungkook immediately opened the back door and get out. I will not let you leave me here, Jungkook said. Are you angry at me? You want to hear my explanation? Fine. I met her at the nightclub month ago. It was all because of my best friend who asked me to join them. Believe me, I didn't enjoy that time and I was mad at them. They said I should pretend to be rich so the girls want to be friends with me. They are so stupid to make me lie in front of those girls. The girl and I didn't have any relationship. She is just a stranger to me. I believe she will leave me after she came to know that I have nothing and I'm just a driver. Jungkook explained, not like making another plot of stories to make Taehyung believe him. She and I don't have any special relationship, believe me, Taehyung, Jungkook said again. It's kind of looked like Jungkook was in middle of explaining some misunderstood understanding to his beloved one who got jealous out of nowhere. I know sometimes I can be annoying and I'm sorry for that, Jungkook said, and Taehyung still shut his mouth. And about the case, I'm sorry, Tae still gave Jungkook a cold shoulder. Jungkook get in seat to the passenger seat and Taehyung started to drive the car. Wait, you can drive? I thought you can't. Please stop the car, Jungkook said, panicking, and Jungkook fastened his seatbelt. Where do you want to go? Let me drive for you. I'm the driver here, Jungkook said, and the car suddenly stopped in the middle of the road. Then Taehyung got out from the car and made Jungkook dumbfounded. The honk from the car behind them startled Jungkook, and when he looked at Taehyung, Taehyung already sat beside him on the passenger seat. Oh, I know. Jungkook came to realization that Taehyung just asked him to drive the car. Jungkook got out from before, went to the driver's seat. Where do you want to go? Jungkook asked and dropped the car after fastening his seatbelt. Blue Jam Cafe. Taehyung right on the tab. You know what? You can talk to me anytime. You has a beautiful, nice voice, Taehyung, and I like it, Jungkook said, and he smiled sincerely while looking at Tae for the rear view mirror. Unknowingly, Taehyung was happy to hear Jungkook's compliment. Time escaped. Jungkook's POV. I was wearing a navy blue V-neck sweater with a bottom-up shirt and black jeans that I just brought from the mall by using Mr. Kim's money. My mom would faint if she saw her beloved son wearing clothes which made me look like a beggar. If I reported her that dad gave me repeat and dirty clothes, I was sure mom would scold and nag at dad for days. I got out from the car and Sergeant was running to get me once he saw me. Jungkook, how are you? He asked once he let go of me from the hug. What's wrong with you, Jane? We just met yesterday, I said, a bit annoyed. Hey, I just miss you. Let's go. Your parents are already waiting inside, Jane said, and I follow him behind. Oh my god, my baby, my mom said, excited once she saw me. How are you, dear? She asked as she released the hug. Everything is okay, right? You look so skinny. I heard that you work as a driver. Did they treat you bad? Did they give you food? My mom bombarded me with questions while she kept my face, shaking me up and down. Calm down. Why don't you two just sit first? Let's eat and then we can talk. My dad said talk. What kind of talk? Every time my dad said he want to have a talk with me, why I felt like there would be something that I didn't like. I look at Jane and he just shrugged his shoulder. This is all your dad's fault. Why did he kick you out from our house just to ask you to find your future wife? Eat a lot, Jungkook, my mom said before she glared at her husband. My dad instructed the bodyguards to wait outside and we were eating in silence. My parents, me and Jin. So, Jungkook, how is life? My dad asked me after he wiped his lips with the napkin. As you know, you can see I can still survive, so don't worry, Dad. I said proudly to him. Dad just smiled at me. So, are you seeing someone? My mom asked, but before I answer her, I got interrupted by my phone. I saw the name on the screen. It was Taehyung, and I immediately answered the call. Hello, Taehyung. Help. His voice sounds so panicking. What? What happened to you? Hey, calm down, hey, I said, and my dad and my parents were looking at me worriedly. When they heard my panic voice, I asked their permission to talk to the person on the phone. My dad just nodded and I immediately stood up and ran outside. Taehyung, are you okay? I asked to the other line. Iskya, help me. What happened? Where are you? I asked, panicking again. Help me, and just like that, his voice disappeared. The line got cut. Then I just sat frustrated and tried to call him back, but it went straight to the voicemail. Jungkook, everything is okay? What happened? Jin asked, coming to me. It's Taehyung. I think something bad happened to him, but I don't know where he is. I said, try to calm myself, give me your phone. I will ask someone to track his location, Jin said, and I gave my phone to him. Give me some time. Jungkook, can please be calm, Jin said before he walked away with my phone. 5 minutes felt like an eternity. Jin returned to me after 5 minutes and gave me my phone back. I already tracked his location, Jin said, and I immediately nodded where. It looked like an abandoned place. I will drive you there. Let's go, I said, and we immediately drove to the place. In the fact, I was forget about my parents who were still waiting for me inside the house. I guess I just could apologize to them later because now Taehyung's safety was more important to me. Rain lashed against the windshield, which was wiped back and forth over the window, attempting to clear away the clinging droplets. Jin was speeding the car while Jungkook tried to call Taehyung's phone number 400 times. But no matter how many times he tried, it goes straight to the voicemail. Jin, faster, Jungkook said, frustrated, even though the car was speeding up on the wet, slippery road. The car already exceeded the speed limit. For God's sake, wear a seatbelt, Jin said. Once Jin said, also becoming frustrated. Jungkook and his panic and had separated all towards Jin, who started to become panicked too. Jungkook gasped and pulled the seatbelt, but a sudden honk stopped Jungkook from inserting it into the bulky and two blinding lights suddenly blazed ahead. The next thing Jungkook realized, the car screeched. The sound of cars screeching, the only thing that Jungkook could feel that he felt like riding a roller coaster with the car suddenly flipped over and over, and it ended up hit through the guardrail. His body felt like they were being crumbled and smashed into a tiny box. Jungkook felt like he was flying, and what he realized, Jungkook saw he was already out of from the car. His sight was blurry, but Jungkook was aware that he was being thrown out from the window before the car hit the guardrail. Jin, it's too difficult for Jungkook to speak. Meanwhile, Jin was barely aware of his blurry taste inside the mouth and running liquid from his head. Jin felt several pieces of glass scrape his body. The immensely sharp pain crept into his skin. The pain must have been too much for Jin to bear. Then suddenly everything became black and the immense weight was lifted off him, and Jin seems to float away into complete and utter darkness. To be continued. Do you think what is happened to Taehyung and what's gonna happen to Jungkook and Jin? We will get to know in the next episode. Till then, take care safe. I hope you will love it. Bye bye. Bye.